So you've decided to get your content recorded from on an iPad or an iOS device. Well, congratulations, because that's going to be the easiest way to go about this. When I do recordings for my classes, irrespective of how many infectious diseases there are floating around, this is the way I choose to record those when I am interested in the least amount of BS possible. So first and foremost, the thing you're going to want to do is enable screen recording. This is invariably the thing that I forget the most. You only have to do this one time, and it's best that we do it first. The first thing to do is locate settings. I have it right down here in my tray. This is called the dock down here. But just in case, if you swipe down from any place on your screen and say System, SYSTEM. Of course, it works in testing, but it doesn't work here. At any rate, that's the icon it is that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and click on that. What we are looking for is Control Center. So over here on the left hand side, I reverse everything for students, which is a problem. You're watching me on a video. Over here on the left hand side, we have Control Center. And what you want to select is the second one here, Customize Controls. What we need is, I already have it activated, but I'll deactivate it here so that you can see what that would look like. Is we need to activate screen recording. So if we look in the More Controls section on the bottom here and just tap the plus next to screen recording, it is automatically added to our Control Center. So what does that mean for us? I'm just going to come here to the home page. If I swipe down from the far upper right corner, like so, this time I really did mean the right hand side, you'll see this record button here. That's what we need to do to actually record our lecture here. Now, there's one other thing we're going to need. We're going to need something like a splash screen, something that's just displayed the whole time we're talking so that the students aren't staring here at essentially our home screen on our iPads. So I am going to just pull down and get search and say PowerPoint. The other way to do this, if you don't have search enabled, that's entirely possible, would be to come here through the App Store. So I'm just going to say, click on that. And I'm going to come search for PowerPoint. PowerPoint, and we get PowerPoint for iPad. That's the one, clearly, that we want. I'm going to go ahead and download that. So depending on what kind of internet connection you have, this might take a moment, but probably it won't take entirely too long. Once we do have it all the way downloaded and installed, all we have to click on is Open. I will mention this here. This is not a contest to see who has the best or the fastest or the most expensive iPad. I am doing this recording actually from my very old iPad mini. So this is an iPad mini I think I bought in 2013. So really anything will do. If you have an iPhone, the procedure is exactly the same. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Get Started. Sooner or later, listen to me. There we go. Now I've installed this 2 times to check, but it did not request of me to sign in this time. If it does request you to sign in with your Microsoft account, you would use your S number at rockvalleycollege.edu. So that's how you sign in if it's requested. Personally, I always decline all of this stuff. I do not turn on the advanced warnings. There we go. We have to use another account. This is where we would sign in with our e-number. There we go. And after that, Here we go. We just have to put in our e-number again and clearly our password. And there we go. Once we are all signed in, we can create and edit documents. I'm just going to say go ahead. Now, this is where I suggest to you, do not be picky. Frankly, I'm just picking a presentation based on, it's right here in front of me. So evidently I clicked on circuit. That makes sense. We're in CIS, so it looks circuit boardy. Here, double tap to add a title. I had tapped on that twice. I'm going to add a title. So this is going to be CIS. I'm just going to pick a class 276. I'm going to call this chapter 5 something. It doesn't really matter, but as specific as we can be is better. So if you don't want to add a subtitle, do not add a subtitle. That's it. So this way, as the student is watching the video, really as the student is listening to the video, they at least can see something that is not simply just your homepage. So if I hit play, what's going to happen if I tap any place on the screen is I get an entire screen worth of stuff. This is what I'm going to be recording when I actually want to record for what my students are going to see. So far, we have enabled screen recording and we have downloaded PowerPoint. So in order for us, I'm back here at the home page just to walk through one more time. In order for us to actually record a lecture, I have to locate PowerPoint, so I'm going to open PowerPoint again. This is still the super duper useful presentation it is that I started before. I'm just going to tap play in the upper right hand corner so that the presentation itself is up and running. Now I'm going to swipe down from the upper right hand corner. This is where the recording is actually going to happen. We're not going to record this through PowerPoint. We're actually going to record this with just your iOS device, so your iPhone or your iPad. So once this is up and running, what we can do is swipe down from the right-hand side and select, you can see I'm already recording here. Yours won't be doing that, but if you tap and hold on that record button, what you'll see is start recording instead of stop recording. I can't do both of them at the same time. The important thing is the very first time you tap through here, you're going to see that microphone is turned off. I cannot turn that off because I'm talking into a microphone. This is actually where I suggest that you do not use the microphone that is baked into your iPad, or your iPhone, even though they are very, very capable microphones and they'll sound okay. I actually suggest that you take the headphones that was included with your iPhone or your iPad and plug them in. Those have a really very good microphone in there. But the important thing is just to lay it on a flat surface and not to move around too much. So today I have a little bit of stubble here, and if I had those earbuds in my face and I was moving my face as much as I am right this moment, you could hear the scrick, scrick, scrick of my stubble on there. I know that's not going to be applicable to all of you, but it's something that I have learned that I have to deal with. And I have also learned that I can mitigate that entirely by just not holding on to the iPad as I'm talking. So I have it placed right now on a flat surface with the microphone on. So what you would do is, again, swipe down from the upper right hand corner, tap and hold on that screen recording icon. You would tap the microphone on button. I cannot do that here because I'm already recording. And then you would tap on record screen. What'll happen is you'll see a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and almost immediately thereafter it's going to be recording. If I swipe down and just quit this screen recording here, or the PowerPoint recording here, you will see in the upper right hand corner there's the big red record icon that probably you've never seen before, that means that you are in fact recording your screen. That is great news. That's what we want to be able to do. So that's how you would start recording for your lecture. So in all, this is all that you need to get up and running on an iPhone or an iPad. You would simply come through, install PowerPoint, which we've already done. You would come through System Settings, and under Control Center, you would customize your controls and simply add Screen Recording. After that, we would come back through PowerPoint. We would give a title to whatever the presentation is that we're doing. We would swipe down from the upper right-hand corner. We would tap and hold on the Screen Recording icon. We would ensure that microphone is on instead of off. Remember, off is default. Then we would tap on record screen. My suggestion to you is to wait just a 5 count and then start recording. When you are done, swipe down from the upper right hand corner and say stop recording, and that's all you need to do. Once you are done recording, you can come back to your regular desktop, and here under Photos, if you tap Photos, you'll notice there's a new screen recording here at the bottom. Now, if I tap the screen recording, it's going to stop recording this, so I don't want to do that. But here in your photo albums is where that newly recorded lecture is going to be located. Next, in the next video for uploading this to YouTube, we'll find out everything you need to know to get it online.